Not me only with the Prince scarf wrap type. Except for I ain't got no pressed out, permed out here. But anyway, so it is Sunday, December 8th, 2024. It's crazy because I literally be feeling like whenever a certain traditional event or something come up, then I'm not going to be able to talk to my child like I usually do. Like we talk on a daily basis. Like I would talk to her, had she never been separated from my household on a daily basis. Um, Reaching out, speaking to her, whatever. I be bracing myself and I just be like, I guess if you want to say it's me being the bigger person because I don't really want to be in the background hearing their voices. I get distracted by it, so I might as well get off. I might as well do, if it's something that's triggering me, she's sitting around them, I'm saying, she in that environment. Hey, it's respectful and it's respectable if I go. So I finally heard back from her after just hours and she was like, well, I just wasn't texting nobody back. It just irks me because it's like it's fine. I want her to have I always wanted her to have a close relationship with her so-called dad and stuff like that, especially previously. As far as now, it's not that I don't. I just don't. He just not a good, decent person. As far as what I remember, what I know, I haven't interacted with him lately, but anytime he interacted with me, it was very nasty, and I'm real cautious and real skeptical. Like if you can interact with me like that, then I know good and well you could come at her like that and possibly worse. So I'm just trying to be real careful, and that's why I just like let me respect her. As far as what's going on, God knows the details, but she got a blonde wig and lashes, and she's sitting in the background watching Players Club. So it was all just giving, trying to leave a bad taste in my mouth for real. Like I don't like it. I don't care for it. It was bothersome. So then we got off the phone because she said certain people was about to come in. She's still referring to them as grandma and this, that, and honey. It's just, I don't know. I'm different. But for one, I be wanting her to embrace her natural style and stuff and people to be around you and with your natural stuff going on, not just all this fake weave and lace fronts and this, that, and third. She claims she about to take it out. Y'all pay for this stuff just to take it out quick and all of that. I ain't say everything I may have wanted to say to her because I don't want to like break her spirit or anything, which I don't think I will, but you never know how your words can really impact somebody. But I did tell her, I was like, it's just giving the same thing that everybody else out here doing, baby hairs, lashes, and stuff like that. And I never thought that would be my child at all. And I mean, I get it. When I was younger, I used to want certain stuff too, want what other people had, and this and that, honey. I'm not gonna say I learned quick, but I learned quick enough. I need to embrace who I am and keep it pressing with what I can do naturally to enhance myself and stuff like that. And I'm gonna be real, that's what I wanted for my daughter as well. That's what I still want. So, I pray that the will of God be done in her life. Stop wearing people's fake false hair. That stuff come with spirits and all that. And yeah, but I'm glad to hear back from her. That was one of the priority things. I'm like, what is going on? Then I just stopped being concerned, and that's finally when she called me back. Called me back for a split second because I guess they about to cook for her or whatever. I don't know. I tried to be involved for her birthday weekend and stuff, at least something, but she said that her plans was canceled as far as what she was doing on Saturday. I don't know what she ended up doing Friday, but that wasn't the day of her actual birthday. She said she got an Airbnb, but it wasn't like modernized enough, so she didn't really like it, didn't really care for it. All I say is to God be all the glory that she's alive and well, and you know, I don't know what type of spiritual things are taking place, any type of spiritual deaths taking place or anything like that, but I just want God to be in the midst. And I just, I do want to operate in power and authority and bind, rebuke, cancel, and denounce these spirits that's around her and just making way for certain stuff to be the norm when I don't feel like God approve of that. So anyway, I can't choose. And she is an individual. She got to choose for herself what it is. And she's definitely at the age and place where she's old enough. But I want her to be able to be bold and be able to speak up and be like, no, that's, this ain't it. But just glad to hear from her. Guess she stayed up late Then she said she ended up getting a party bus as well, but stayed up late. But she went to a Waffle House. And yeah, you up late for that. And then I think she just said she slept until late. So anyway, but waiting on her to send me some pictures. Other than that, I was gonna get on here because I was concerned about that at first, just waiting to hear back from her. Um, Other than then, she said she didn't reach back out to the boys and they wanted to, kind of spend time or whatever. But oh man, I just didn't think my life would look like this. Me definitely sitting in no hotel room. I don't mind sitting in a hotel room, a decent one, a nice one, whatever. I just didn't think I would be by myself, especially. I definitely thought my children would be with me because I was holding on to them. All of them really, but, And then, of course, I just knew I was still going to have me a supportive man by my side. And I do have somebody to keep calling me and stuff like that. And I don't mean to say it like that, like I'm annoyed. I'm not deeply annoyed by him, but it's just like, he calls me too much. And it just be like, ain't you spending time with your daughter? Ain't you doing something? Ain't you busy? And then it just gives, he still want to be associated with the place that we met at, and I don't want to be associated with that. I don't want to be connected to that. I don't want that pull on my life. Matter of fact, speaking of that, I had a dream that I was in that place or something like that, and it was a girl in there, and she was saying, "Do we gotta hug these bitch's neck or whatever?" I don't know. And then I was going to the cafeteria, like from what I remember the place or whatever. I was going to the cafeteria. They have to unlock the doors for you to walk over there to the cafeteria. You can't leave off your unit, the hallway. You can only walk around that unit or whatever. That's how you in a prison, but you're not made to feel like you're in a prison, a jail cell, because you can freely walk a unit. But you really locked down because you can't leave out, can't go freely, can't go outside, can't, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, so anyway, in the dream, it was a dude that was like trying to take my hand and take me back to the room. I guess, he wanted to get it in or whatever. And then something happened to where I was turned around and I was like, no, we're going towards, or maybe it was lunchtime or dinner time. And it was like, no, we're going to go towards the place to eat, to get some food. Got up there, got the food. My food was only in like one of these things that I've been having. I've been using these while I've been in the hotel. And I had to split the food with somebody that was on a row that was ahead of me and that was in front of me. And it was like a processed Salisbury steak, some rice and something like that. And I think the dude took the meat, the processed Salisbury steak. And then that girl was sitting beside me who had mentioned, "Do we got to hug these bees neck?" Then there was an open bag of like chips or popcorn that was up. And at first it was blocking my view of the girl, even though she was sitting right beside me. And when I moved it, I could see her better. But I don't know. That was kind of weird. Because I don't want to be back in that place. And like I said, it wasn't a terrible place, but it's still not a place that I want to be. I don't want to be locked behind nobody's closed doors that I can't unlock myself. And you know what I'm saying? No, I'm good. Like, I don't need that. I'm just being honest. I don't mind being behind locked closed doors now, but I don't want to be behind nobody's that I can't unlock, that I'm not in control of using the key to get in and out. So I don't know what my life was doing. Like, it's doing something that I just don't understand. I don't comprehend. I think I got on a conference call this morning. Oh yeah, I did, and she was like 35 days or something like that. A couple days after my birthday. I will be 38. Lord willing, I live to see it. It's almost feeling like, oh, girl, this is it for you. This is your last little rodeo. But I don't know. I be wanting to think it's just getting started and it's just beginning. But man, I won't get down. I just choose not to. I don't want to get down with the Masonic stuff, the witchcraft type stuff. I just wanted to live a simple life. And I just don't want that stuff trying to linger over me and pounce on my head. But anyway, so I'm glad my daughter, she said she decided to come back to the house, and at around 10 something, she was talking to her so-called dad, who now I don't know what the conversation could have been about, but I'm not hating on her. Never have a problem with you having a relationship with your so-called dad, but it's just the way that it was all done. Like, to try to exclude me when I always tried to include him, and I was so, don't include him and stuff like that. And I didn't know that that's what I was supposed to do because I didn't have that for my life. My previously known so-called person who means absolutely nothing to me nowadays, which was formerly previously known so-called dad, he was still included. I was still talking to him, even though I had a previously known so-called stepdad. You know, previously known so-called mom was in a whole new relationship, even though he was in a whole new. So I didn't think that it was supposed to be like that. I tried to do that with dude. Okay, linking up with you and your daughter's mom. The main thing that I didn't like was that he invited her in my room after I had my son by him, and I wasn't like he didn't inform me. He wanted his daughter to see the baby. Okay, but her mom is who brought her. You should have went and got your daughter and brought her, or whatever the case may be. But even then, you should have asked me because I didn't. And that's when she was like, "Yeah, I was in. You remember I was in your room after you had the baby?" I said, "Girl, I didn't ask you to be there. I didn't invite you, and I didn't know." So that's the thing. It's just been too much stuff done around me and stuff like that. And I ain't gonna lie, I've done little stuff like that before, but it ain't been about nothing like that. Like where you gonna have somebody in your comfort zone that you haven't invited. So but I was cool with her. I was fine with her. I wouldn't have had no problem because I had met her and everything and was talking whatever. I was pregnant when I met her, and we was talking, and it seemed like at least it was a decent exchange. Everything else after that, honey, when he got the other girl pregnant, it was just on some other stuff, and I wasn't wilding or acting out or crashing out, but I was feeling the type of way like, how dare you basically invite and include somebody else? And then of course she had children by somebody else, and she had a baby daddy. So now you're doing all that. It was given like he just want to connect to every and anybody in any way he can and have so many people that he can connect to. And I just find that weird. Like just for it seems like vain connection. Maybe he had his purpose and his reasons for it. To this day I don't know. But it just seemed like vain connections. And it seemed like even with me having my daughter by her so called dad, not with no longer with none of that, but by him, it's vain. It's not, and it's not in vain for me. God have let me know, but it was vain reason. His reason, of course, was vain. He claimed to trap me. So you wanted to have a baby by me. Why? Is it because of looks? Is it because you thought I had certain type of access to money or whatever the case may be? So, you know what I'm saying? But me, I didn't do it for vain reasons. I didn't continue with the births of my children and go on to delivery, labor and delivery, and have them as opposed to, aborting them because I want, for vain purposes, for the look of things. I actually carried them because I love them. God allowed my body to carry them through. So I'm like, I'm going to love them. I'm going to steward them. I'm not trying to trap anybody. I mean, I always desired having a baby, but I'm not trying to trap anybody. I ain't want to just have no baby by you. Oh, so you, because honey, that's the worst thing to think that, oh, you're going to have a baby and that's going to, like they say, that's going to keep them or whatever. No, baby, it got real disrespectful, real nasty, but you're the one that quote unquote trapped me. You really mad at yourself. But it makes me feel a type of way when I hear her say, yeah, I'm going to talk to him and this and the third, whatever. And, they're doing this and all that, and I feel excluded because it's like, baby, I'm the top. I'm Hove. I'm the so but I have to, as people say, humble myself and just be like, but it's been a long time, and it's like this is still going on. This ain't over. And then now my boys are in another environment that I don't approve of, that I don't want them in, that somebody abandoned them. Physically, of course, yes. I will always say money kept coming in, but God told me to acknowledge him as if he is the one, and not even as if, but because he's the one that provided, make provision. It wasn't necessarily dude's doing, or it definitely probably wasn't his mindset, didn't want to do it. Because the first chance he got, he definitely stopped sending it. And of course, he had these other ulterior motives and was plotting to get the boys over there. So yeah, I'm just in this place where it's like, what's going on? What's up with my life, Lord? No, it's not misery, but it's definitely not the most comfortable and exciting place at all. And then that's my thing. It's like My children are around. I don't have no other type of entertainment. Not that I really need it like that, but I don't have nobody else to entertain. Then you got females trying to reach back out to me. And I'm not trying to be funny when I say this, but my daughter's so-called dad a couple years ago, he was like, "You always on the phone." This is when I was on the phone with the girl back in the day. "You always on the phone with her. Y'all must be gay," and just saying that or whatever. And it was disgusting me back then because it's like it's just stuff that come off his mouth is just it's what he's saying, how he say it, and it's the fact that it's him saying it. Like, I don't like you, and I don't want to hear nothing you got to say. But now it's kind of giving like, girl, why do you keep reaching out to me? It's just getting obsessed. And I kind of feel like I've had stuff like this before. I have had somebody tell me years ago, "You're so pretty," and this, that, and the third, and like try to make a move on me a pass when I was younger. I was in like elementary school, and I had to like push them off of me and stuff like that. And then it was other stuff that like in between that took place. I was just like, it really gives that y'all are obsessed. And I'm not saying that in no disrespectful way. You know, if she ever come across this video, it's not meant to be disrespectful. It's just it's different to me. It's kind of creepy, cringy because after all these years, and then you message me once, maybe twice, and I didn't say anything. I just did a video about it because it's content for me. Like, and I don't have a desire I mean, I have a desire to have what she was like giving, a listening ear, some advice, sometimes financial help. But as far as but it wasn't nothing like it wasn't that I didn't do it towards her before. I took her to work. She worked at the same job as me. I took her to work. She stayed at my place. She didn't stay long, but she stayed there. You know, I didn't charge her anything. She asked for some Pampers and this, that, and third. All that, whatever. It doesn't matter. You did it, and so then that's why I'm like, whatever you did for me, you if you feel like you did more for me than I did for you, I don't know what to tell you. You did a good thing, especially if you was being obedient, and God will bless you. But I don't know what you want now, as far as you know. I'm not gonna say she prying into my life, but it feels like. And yeah, the pressure been on because it's like, dang, you know, that is one person that was kind of stable in my life that I could feel like I could rely on, but the way things going and how creepy people are, I don't want to be around y'all. I'd rather be around some new people and I have to try to figure them out and all that. And, you know, that might take some energy. Like even the dude who I know is pretty much a warlock or whatever, but just then to be back around y'all who I know and I know what y'all capable of. And it just stinks and it's foul to me. And I've been done punched you in your face or something. Like, cause I'm not the one. I'm definitely not a pushover. I mean, and the fact is, they be knowing this. They just, I guess they say they're gonna try it anyway, and I just be like, girl, do you love your life? Do you like your life? And I don't want to get down and dirty because I've been done said some other stuff. I be telling people to follow suit of their deceased relatives, like they very close deceased relatives, and I be meaning that. Like, please go ahead and follow suit. So that's why I just want to keep it kosher, keep it, you know what I'm saying, keep it like it is. Like, I don't want to, girl, you don't want to be around me. I'm not a bitter person, but it could get bitter, like, because all the stuff that's been happening and going on and try to take place and stuff. So it's like, and then I definitely don't want you all up in my business and stuff. Yeah, I want to vent about it and talk, girl, this what happened, this, that, and the third. All that is juicy. It's juicy, it's tea, it's all that. I will say that it's not no piss. It's definitely all the tea, but it's still just like, what are you here for? What are you trying to do? What's your motive? What's your intentions? And because I don't know it and it ain't clear to me, and God has been speaking to me about this person. I don't want you around, but I don't even want to stay talking about that. I literally just want some new people in my life. And I do have, like I said, that individual. Ooh, now I'm about to drop the phone. But that individual that is calling me every day, multiple times a day. And I just be like, baby, let me tell you something. I'm not finna sit on this phone with you. You not my interest. And the ninja had the nerve to leave some underwear up in here. I don't think he did it on purpose, but you never know. Baby, I threw them underwear away. Like, I ain't even say, oh, you left your underwear here. Let me, no. I don't know. It almost gave like how dude used to leave toothbrushes, socks, and stuff like that. And he asked me, "You still them that that's still, you still got my toothbrushes there? And it was weird. It was creepy. And I continued on dealing with him, but it was like, why are you, what? I'm trying to think, did I ever leave something in so I ain't leave nothing in nobody place like that because ain't nobody had, the people I dealt with, they ain't had no place to put me. So I ain't leave nothing at y'all place. The one dude that I did deal with, yeah, the Nigerian dude, his name is Stanley. He had a place and he wanted me to be over there with him and stuff like that. And I really should have, I feel like now I should have invested more in that, but not to say I should have. I feel like I should have, but that don't mean that I really should have because baby, he could get dangerous. He wasn't finna play. But when I do feel like, hey, I definitely shouldn't have been dealing with y'all turkeys. Y'all some turkeys. I should have been with the Eagles for sure. For sure and for certain. But other than that, that's how I'm feeling. That was that dream, and I'm trying to think. Was it? It was another dream. Gosh, what was the other dream? It kind of slipped my mind. Okay, so I talked about that dream being in there, and then it was another dream. I think I talked about it on the earlier video, but I feel like I had another dream in between there. Oh yeah, the dream with the white man down about 2 doors down. It was something, maybe I was outside or something like that. I don't know. Maybe he had on hospital clothes or something like that. And I was talking to him and I was telling him something was going on. I was telling him something with his floor in his room. And I think he went in there to go see it, but he wasn't letting me come in to see it. Maybe he had somebody in there. He was talking. The man was talking to this older lady, which is that's fine. So I don't know. It almost gives he was playing games and he was he was telling me about her, and yeah, I guess trying to get me involved in something. I thank God that he protected me because I ain't, But you trying to get her jealous of me as a younger woman and stir up some stuff? I don't want no parts of that. Y'all don't be having nothing better to do. Be having a bunch of money and stuff like that, but don't be having nothing better to do. That's why I'd be like, I can help you utilize that, but other than that, leave me alone. Leave me out your shenanigans. So anyway, I was telling him that, and then it seemed like maybe either some cops or either some ambulance or something came to his door, and that was that. And I can't remember because I should have talked about it when I first opened my eyes. But that was it. It was the white dude down there. So I don't know if I'm gonna see him again, probably, possibly in passing or what. But he got my number. I got his number, but he had not texted me in over a week, and he was up on it too with texting me, good morning, Latoya," and just like, okay, good morning, but I'm not finna be. It's also it's a more respectable way of saying the hey, what you doing? But it just gives y'all still challenged. Like y'all can't go nowhere. Not off the deep end, but just like an elevated place. You're not more mature. You can't have more conversation in that. That's honestly why I do like talking to the warlock dude, because it is a bit of stimulating conversation, but sometimes it gets redundant because he gets back to talking about being at that place, and I'm like, I don't want to talk about that. And it just gives fragmented, his thoughts and stuff are fragmented, and he says the same thing over, and it gives that he knows that something has caused him to be able to blend in. He know how to go and talk to people, but if you talk to him for a while, it don't even take long. You gonna know, oh, something is something a little different right here. But yeah, but anyway, so God be all the glory. I'm glad to hear from my daughter. That's the main thing. Love my child, love my children. I see that my son's supposed to have a new phone number. I don't want to deal with this stuff, like these devices and stuff that these people be getting them. The dream where dude was going into the crazy house. That's what I be wanting to. That's what I be wanting it to give. Crazy house. The other ones where he's told me personally that he was probably about to die and that it was shown that he was a walking dead man. Why that don't manifest that quick? Why other stuff's, you know what I'm saying? But God is in control. It's his will. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. I don't wish or speak death on these people. I'm just saying, you already showed and you spoke it in my dreams to me, and what's wrong with me coming into agreement with it? Hey, get your life together. If it's something that's gonna save your life, if it's something that's gonna give you salvation, so you don't have to go to a burning fiery hell. take that. Just take it. Just go ahead. Like, please. Because y'all trying to make me feel miserable because y'all living in misery and y'all don't know what to do with yourself. And yes, it's definitely very much giving reprobate. And I'm not ever saying this in a disrespectful, derogatory way because I would never want you to be like that. Which, and me personally in your life, I was trying to bring you to a higher place, but you kept trying to pull me down and bring me to a lower place. So it's like, at some point in time, I got to say, oh, no. You trying to drag me to hell for real? Oh, no, 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 no. Because whatever you're holding on to, a lot of times, especially with dude, whatever he was either looking back or reaching back for, or holding on to, or 1 foot out, 1 foot in and 1 foot out, that's too heavy for me. I can't. And God ain't told me to collect your collectibles along the way. I'm here. I'm in your life. Okay, it's a purpose. There, utilize it. My daughter's SCD in your life for a purpose. You don't want to utilize it. You want to instead abuse it. I think I already touched on the girl who spoke about somebody who was deceased. Like, that was the first thing he went to. Like, girl, you didn't have nothing better to talk about. You didn't know what else to go to. Anyways, I really want me a pizza real bad, but these delivery apps, baby, just a hop, skip, and a jump ago, I could afford it. These delivery apps trying to get me hell, and it's like, ooh, I can't. But I want me something different than this. I got rotisserie chicken in here, but I want me something different than this for today. I don't know. I'm gonna text and see if somebody can bring me a little pizza or something by here. Cause I want me something different. But that's all I gotta say right now. Yes, I know I got the little Prince nappy curl going, well, nappy kinky curl coilies going on up here. Mine don't have no definition or whatever, but at least I got hair, hang time, all that. I just got it up right now, and it's trying to be in a tease type of style. I'm trying to stop doing that to my hair, but I might wet it and put my little conditioner on there, and go ahead and cornrow it back up. Just when I be going a certain place, I'm just trying to let me just take the little cornrows out and do this. But I don't know. But yeah, I want a pizza. I want something from Burger King. So, anyways, but I'm gonna get off here. I'll be back sooner or later. I'm gonna upload this video. It's gonna take hours or whatever. But I just wanted to go ahead and document stuff before I get off. So.